Hello, everyone. Jonathan Saar with the JuvoHub Podcast. This is part 5 of an 8-part series on learning theory. As I have disclaimed in the other episodes, I am not an expert on learning theory, but I have certainly enjoyed educating myself on learning theory. It continues to give me a comprehensive overview of who I am teaching, when I am teaching. So I wanted to share that with you as an audience. So it's fundamental to anything that we're doing as educators. So today I'm talking about microlearning. Yay! This is a great topic. I feel like when the concept or the buzzword first came out, it was like, okay, that's all we need to do is microlearning. Everything needs to be microlearning without really understanding the science behind microlearning. So as I have done with other episodes, there are a few resources that will be available in the show notes. I'm going to talk about a couple of them today. You may have some of your own resources that you would love to share. That would be great. But really, that is the point of this episode. Is it's a decision to use microlearning, and there's a path towards it and how you actually create it. Microlearning isn't just simply taking an existing course that was 1 hour long and turning it into 3 or 4 10, 12-minute sessions and calling it microlearning just because it's shorter. That is an incorrect approach to microlearning. Chopping what you have is not necessarily microlearning. This episode needs a pause because a mail truck is going by and dogs are barking. Be back in 1 minute to pick up where I left off. So let's talk for a minute about what microlearning actually is and how you can approach it. So a couple of these articles were super interesting. They were all interesting. One was really, really long, but it was great. ScienceDirect.com. It really gets into the science behind microlearning and the benefits that it has on the human brain and what you need to do in order to take any particular main point, main concept, and make sure that it sticks. There's also an article that just provided a nice, easy guide. And I think this article that's from Wilson College, it was a bit more directed towards teachers in general. So for instance, school teachers for our children. Nevertheless, the principles were exactly the same. So like the key points that they highlighted were getting creative, vary the length, integrate interactive elements, put micro-learning in the context, focus on one learning objective, reinforce micro-lessons. So I'll let you read that article. Really, really good. Gives you a good sense of it. Again, the purpose behind this is don't take a 60-minute section and think that you can just chop it up and call it micro-lessons. You are learning a learning theory. That's the point of this episode. Understand what it takes to create a true micro-learning session. The one that I enjoyed the most with this was this one from facultyfocus.com. Really great article, great visuals. And I thought, wow, what a great way to demonstrate microlearning. This article took just a few minutes for me to read through, but they had plenty of visuals to help me understand what I'm trying to learn about microlearning in a microlearning session. And this is a blog. This is a blog with a bunch of graphics and really highlights, again, the science behind it, understanding how this brain works and how much we can retain, how distractions come into play, how quickly we forget things, so on and so on. And brings up that crazy word from episode 1 of this series, or the first part of this series, andragogy. Like I said in that series, I never even knew what that was. I knew what it was, but didn't realize there was a word associated to it. So I'm surprised my wife didn't teach me that already. So, but that's a me problem, not a you, because all of you are super smart, probably all knew that word before. Andragogy. So how microlearning applies to adult learners. So it's a great part of this series. That's my takeaway for all of you. 1, make sure that you take a look at all of these articles and understand the difference. So be intentional about your decision to turn something that may be a traditional module that you've taught in a certain way for a period of time. Why are you deciding to turn it into microlearning? Is it because it was a good idea? Or did you see something in your student assessments that prompts you? Maybe I need to break this down a little bit more. And then think of how this helps you as a learning and development team. What's the engagement factor? Like if we change this curriculum up to be shorter bursts, is there a potential benefit that's going to come from changing that? Not every topic can be delivered in a microlearning session. It's just not possible. You need to be able to make the decision and understand why you can and why you can't. And then how can you deliver it? Are we talking quick huddles? Are we talking asynchronous quick little bites that you're putting out on your learning management system? Bunch of things to discuss as you not only understand the science behind microlearning, but then how you're going to apply it. This is science, people. It's great. How do these brains work? We're seeing in action. So enjoy the resources, share what you're doing. Let us know how you're integrating microlearning, a proactive approach to integrating microlearning into your training strategy. This is a cool series. Jonathan Saar from the JuvoHub Podcast. Make sure you check out our site. If you're on YouTube, like this. If you're on a podcast, please give me a review. Appreciate your support. And if you want more topics, different topics you want to talk about, you want to be on the show, just let me know. Reach out. Take care, everyone.